This meeting of the City of Socorro City Council is set to begin. Due to the ongoing threat to public health, the City of Socorro, Texas Council, and Commissions will be conducting a virtual meeting broadcasted by phone and live streaming services from council chambers located at 816 North Rio Vista Road, Socorro, Texas 79927, to practice social distancing and to limit the number of people physically present at one time. There will be no physical access to the location mentioned above. We do ask everyone to silence their electronics to avoid any sound interruptions. No disruptive behavior or outbursts will be tolerated. Violators will be subject to call disconnection and possible prosecution. Anyone who has signed up to speak or to present will be called upon by the presiding officer to speak during public comment or on their specific agenda item in accordance to Government Code 551.042. La reunión del Concilio de la Ciudad de Socorro está por empezar. Por el problema de salud pública en curso, el Concilio y las comisiones de la Ciudad de Socorro, Texas, transmitirá su reunión por teléfono y servicios de transmisión en vivo desde la sala de concilio localizada en 860 Norte Rio Vista Road, Socorro, Texas 79927, para practicar el distanciamiento social y limitar el número de personas físicamente presentes. No habrá acceso físico a la ubicación mencionada anteriormente. Les pedimos a todos que silencien su equipo electrónico para evitar interrupciones de sonido. No se va a tolerar ningún tipo de comportamiento perjudicial o revoltoso. Quien no siga estas reglas, su llamada será desconectada y puede ser infraccionado. A quien se haya apuntado por hablar o presentar será anunciado por el oficial conduciendo la reunión para hablar durante los comentarios públicos o sobre su tema específico de la agenda de acuerdo con el Código de Gobierno 551.042.
It is now 6:03 p.m. This meeting is called to order. Ms. Rodarte, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes, ma'am. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 3, establishment of quorum.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Here.
Ralph Duran,
Here.
Mayor Ivy Avalos,
Here.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent. Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Item number 4, public comments.
Mayor, no speakers for public comment.
Okay, moving on to presentation. Item number 5, presentation by city manager regarding March 2021 monthly report.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I will provide you the highlights of our month of March. In March, municipal courts collected $148,564. They received 543 citations from Socorro PD, 6 citations from DPS, 9 animal control, and 66 ordinance violations. In March, they received 377 citations. I'm sorry, I'm giving you the February's numbers. Apologize. The HR department had no civil service meeting for the month of March due to lack of quorum. We do have 1 grievance pending. We did have 1 separation, Kimberly Herrera, on March the 3rd. We had new hires, Justin Martin, equipment operator, Alexis Davila, dispatcher, and Julie Nahera, dispatcher. Our Parks and Public Works Department worked on shoulder and leveling work on Moon, Old Hueco Tax Road, El Cid Subdivision, Van Nuys, Anaheim, and Episo Road. Received training on thermoplastic new reflective paint for striping. The parking lot striping for Bulldog Park was completed. Also, all sprinkler repairs at parks throughout the whole city were repaired. Cleaned 14 pond areas, including the one in back of Walmart, the Valle subdivisions, and Las Lunas. Installed parking stoppers at Cougar Park, Pothole repairs were through Middle Drain, Bauman, Soto Lane, Moon Road, Rio Vista, and Grijalva. There was over 20 street signs repaired. And they continue to maintain, mow, and groom all city parks and ponding areas. The police department received 2,009 calls for service. Officers continue to attend trainings to keep them in compliance with certifications of TICLO requirements. Our city clerk department prepared agendas and minutes for March 4th and 18th, received 35 open records requests, responded to 37, and also had 2 more claims to TML. The TML claims, I wanted to make a clarification. They're claims like accident claims, and we charge the insurances from vehicles and it's normally from our police department. Planning and zoning department collected in the month of March $130,000 with 877, issued 422 permits, 247 registrations, 9 applications, 138 letters. The recreations department coordinated multiple meetings for the vaccination clinic. The LIFT program delivered 200 food distributions. The weekly delivery to our senior citizens. They had no HLC meeting due to no items and kept up with all social media platforms, media inquiries, and press releases. Our IT department is installing a security camera in the recycling center and recreations department. They're continuing with the new PD building and troubleshooted all IT-related issues for all city departments. Our grants department in March updated the City of Socorro 380 policy, prepared agreements to the Economic Development Partnership with the El Paso Trade Manufacturing Council, assisting with the development of new website and the nonprofit organization, development and training to city staff with MS4 responsibilities, and continue to work with various departments for grant assistance. Our city auditor reviewed the bank reconciliation for the month of February and journal entries, finalized the payroll process and internal controls, and finalized purchase card distributions from December 2020 through January 2021. Those are the highlights for the departments. I don't know if you all have any questions.
Any questions? Okay, moving on to consent agenda.
Motion to consent agenda?
Second.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Now moving on to our regular agenda. City Clerk Department, item number 6, discussion and action to approve the fiscal year 2021 through 2022 budget calendar.
So good evening, Mayor and Council. We are getting ready for our budget preparation for this, for the next fiscal year. We normally always present to you our budget and tax dates. We do have our special capital workshop for the meeting on May 20th at 4 p.m. I do caution that sometimes we do not have a quorum at 4 p.m., so I don't know if you want to move those out to 6 p.m. That would be my recommendation, just so we can have quorum and you have full discussions regarding our budget.
Mr. Nevares?
I would say, because it's hard for me to attend a 4 o'clock, please.
Do we have a motion?
Mr. Duran?
Make a motion to approve the budget calendar with the moving the items to 6 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock.
Second.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos is absent.
Grants Department, item number 9, discussion and action to approve Resolution 640, proclaiming the month of April Fair Housing Month in the city of Socorro, Texas, to end housing discrimination and raise awareness of every resident's fair housing rights.
Motion to approve for discussion?
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. My name is Alejandra Valadez, Grants Coordinator. Every year we come to you requesting approval of a resolution for the April Fair Housing Month. As you know, the Fair Housing Act was approved by President Lyndon B. Johnson and protects a person's discrimination based on a person's race, color, religion, sex, handicap, and familial status and national origins. We have launched our media campaign, and you can see some of our fair housing information on our social media. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer that. We are doing this to encourage people to report discrimination in housing.
Mayor, and just for the record, Mrs. Colom Villalobos just joined the meeting at 6:11.
Thank you. Any questions? Mr. Reyes?
Where would they make the complaints, I should say?
They can call the number for HUD violations. It is 1-800-669-977. They can also visit HUD.gov. They can also visit the City of Socorro website. We have a tab for fair housing information. Both of those, that number and the website is provided there. And we are also sharing that phone number and that website on our social media, so you can click directly to where to file a complaint.
Okay, thank you.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 10, discussion and action to approve the submission of a grant application to the National Endowment for the Arts Challenge America program for the Socorro Art Walk. There is a $10,000 match requirement.
Motion to approve, sorry.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Again, we are here requesting your approval of to submit an application to the National Endowment for the Arts Challenge America program. There is a $10,000 match requirement. The city of Socorro, as you know, has recently undergone a lot of public art projects with our Socorro Youth and Culture program. We are composed of a lot of talented and experienced artists, artisans, and makers. The National Endowment for the Arts does have the Challenge America program. They would provide a $10,000 grant investment, and we would match that with a $10,000 match. The Socorro Youth and Culture program have developed various public art pieces, such as the Welcome to Socorro mural on Horizon. And more recently, they've been working on the Safety Soldier, which is soon to be unveiled. An art walk, they have become a popular way for communities to engage with public art, their historic sites and places of business in downtown districts. One example of an art walk is the last Thursday's art walk in El Paso, which prior to COVID included guided and self-guided art walk tours, gallery crawls, and also encouraged visitors to pay patronage to the businesses in the downtown area. Examples of art walks in other small Texas cities include the art walk in Baytown, Texas, in Greenville, Texas, and the city of Keller. I also have included some of the potential project types that we can include. Of course, the specifics of the projects, whether they be murals, sculptures, or another type of public art installation, would be up to the Socorro Youth and Culture youth, as well as our Socorro Youth and Culture artists. And I'm not sure if you have any questions.
Can you all hear us?
Yes.
Yes, perfectly.
Great.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 11, discussion and action to provide a letter of commitment to the City of Socorro Community Initiatives grant application to the Healthy Food Financing Initiative and allocate $50,000 in funding to the Socorro Farmers Market Initiative.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. We are requesting your approval for a letter of commitment to the City of Socorro Community Initiative, which is our affiliate nonprofit organization, for their application to the Healthy Food Financing Initiative for the Socorro Farmers Market Initiative. This letter stipulates that the city will allocate $50,000 in funding to this Socorro Farmers Market Initiative if the nonprofit receives funding from the Healthy Food Financing Initiative. The El Paso County is the agency that is putting out this Healthy Food Financing Initiative, and they have based this initiative on a report done in 2017 by the Paso Norte Institute for Healthy Living that identified areas of greatest needs in El Paso County. And in your backup, I have included a map of the area of greatest need that is located here in Socorro, and that is the area around the Rio Bosque area on Socorro Road. As a nonprofit, the City of Socorro Community Initiative will apply for the Healthy Food Financing Initiative for pre-development activities, which include site assembly and improvement, construction and rehab, equipment, and potentially marketing for the farmers market. The City of Socorro would then allocate $50,000 in funding towards implementation activities to include personnel, operations, maintenance, and marketing if this application is approved through the nonprofit. I'm not sure if you have any questions.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Item number 12, discussion and action to enter into grant agreement with the Texas Historical Commission for the fiscal year 2021 Certified Local Government Grant Program.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. This is just you're requesting your approval to enter into a grant agreement with the Texas Historical Commission. We did receive the grant award for the Rio Vista 360 virtual tour. We are excited to start the project, but in order to continue, we must enter into this agreement with the Texas Historical Commission.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Moving on to Police Department, item number 13, discussion and action on approving a memorandum of understanding with the Socorro Independent School District Police Department for the emergency response team.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Dave Burton, Chief of Police. So if you're aware, we formed our emergency response team in 2019. We're very active as far as our monthly training is concerned. This is a MOU that is similar to those that we have existing with Horizon Police Department and with the Isleta del Sur Pueblo. SISD recently came on board with us because of the amount of facilities that they have within the city, obviously all of their schools. And the only difference in this MOU from the ones that are already pre-existing, obviously, is we had to put in the Socorro ISD where that was appropriate. This is good for 3 years with a 2-year extension. So we would have to revisit an MOU in 5 years, and it can be canceled with 90-day notification. I'll take any questions.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Second.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Mr. Martinez, do we have anything for items 14, 15, and 16?
No, ma'am, we don't.
We don't, okay. Do we have a motion?
Motion to delete items 14, 15, and 16.
Second.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Everybody second that one.
Ruben Reyes,
Yes.
Cesar Nevares,
Yes.
Ralph Duran,
Yes.
Victor Perez is absent, and Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Victor, just,
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Perez.
There's Victor.
just say
Mr.
yes,
Perez?
Victor, and we're out of here.
He just joined.
Meeting.
We're adjourning.
Mr. Perez, we just adjourned the meeting.
We can't hear you, you're on mute.
¿Qué pasa?
Just say yes and we're on. To adjourn.
Well, I would never do that for one, but what, I mean, really? Is that?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys, if this is a bad April Fool's joke, I mean, that's,
No, we're done, Victor.
We wouldn't
serious?
lie to you,
Motion
sir.
to-
Yeah,
To
we
adjourn,
have
it was
just
seconded.
adjourned.
We all voted, then you popped in.
I apologize, it's that I could never reach the speed limit with the
Just say
traffic.
yes, and we can go home.
Aye.
And Ivan Colom Villalobos.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Good night,
Meeting-
everyone.
Thank
Meeting
Night,
adjourns
everyone.
at
Thank you,
6:23
Victor.
p.m.
Goodbye.
Needed the yes
Bye.
there.